Namaste, beautiful souls. Welcome back to Yoga Infusion. My name is Dylan, and today I have a very special class for you. It is the first class in our Wheel of the Year series, Imbolc. Imbolc is the midpoint between winter and spring, and is the first festival of the Wheel of the Year. It's traditionally a fire festival. You may also know it as St. Bridget's Day. It's very popular in Ireland, and it's basically the beginning of welcoming back the light, right? We're in between winter and spring. We're not quite to spring and all of that regrowth and renewal yet, but we are beginning to feel the warmth. We're beginning to get a little bit more light. I mean, I live in California, so that's not actually a thing, but for places that actually have seasons, and historically speaking, we're getting kind of towards the end of the winter stores that we have. And now it's kind of moving into cheeses and milks because the sheep are, birthing their babies. And it's also associated with Candlemas in Christian, maybe, lore. And so, there's a lot of different ways that you can celebrate this fire festival. I am slowly trying to learn more about the Wheel of the Year, so you're going to learn right along with me. But I do know that this is celebrated at the beginning of February, and I wanted to design a class that brings in the energy of this practice. So the energy of Imbolc is slow warmth, renewal, growth. Nothing pushing or pressured, nothing quick. We're going to focus on slow, steady, heating postures, gentle heart openers. And I want you to imagine that this class is more like tending a small flame versus a huge explosion. So we're still going to get warm, we're still going to do a bit of a workout, but it's going to be focused more on intention, awareness, and slow burn versus something extreme and exciting. Those will come in the summer. So when you're ready, I'll meet you on the mat. We'll begin today in Sukhasana, easy seated pose. So find your way there. If you need to have a pillow, cushion, blanket underneath your hips to make this more comfortable for you, please feel free to grab that and do so. And we're going to begin with our right hand on our belly and our left hand on our heart. Close down the eyes if you feel safe doing so. If not, you can just soften the eyes. And just take a few moments here to ground into the space, ground into your breath, your body, drawing your awareness in to your internal landscape, and just taking stock of where you are right now, how you're feeling physically, mentally, energetically. Maybe you're feeling erratic or tired. You've got a lot going on. Maybe you've got a little going on. Whatever is true for you, try to allow that to fall away for the duration of this practice and focus instead on the internal flame. Breathing in and out through the nose, nice and slow. Extending the exhale a little bit longer than the inhale. And becoming conscious of what your internal flame looks like today. This practice is going to be all about making space for what is ready to emerge, doing the hard work to create that space. I read something recently about how right now, somewhere in the world, everywhere in the world. A seed in the ground is beginning to sprout, fully sure that there is sunrise or sun on the other side of the dirt. It just knows naturally where to go to find the sun and the nourishment, and that's what we'll be doing in today's practice. Trusting that the sun will be there. Take one more deep breath in and out. Slowly blinking the eyes open. Inhale, both arms out to the side, arch the back, heart opens. And then exhale, rounding into the lower back, chin to chest. Crisscross the arms in front of you. Inhale, arch and open, think cat-cow. Exhale, round, cross the arms the other way. Continue with your speed, your breath, your awareness of your body. Let's do 2 more. Coming back to center, reach the arms out. Right hand comes down, left arm reaches up and over, side bend. Maybe look up, bend the right elbow. Inhale back to center, other side, left hand comes down, right arm goes up and over. And coming back to center. Inhale, reach both arms up. And then exhale, make your way into a tabletop. I just remembered, bonus point, you get to see a second me throughout the class. So I hope the mirror is flattering. All right, come into tabletop, spread the fingers really wide. Really ground down through the base of each knuckle. Parallel the shins. And we'll take a couple cat-cows here as well. Feels a little bit different in the body here than it did seated. And this doesn't have to be super linear. You can take whatever variation of this feels the best for you today. Maybe you're doing some circles with the hips and shoulders. Maybe you're just staying on the rails. Trusting the process, trusting your body to know what it needs. And trusting yourself to listen to your body. All right, coming back to tabletop. Lengthen the lower back. So take your tailbone and point it towards the back of the mat. Not the bottom of the mat, the back of the mat. Draw the navel up towards the spine. Really ground down through the hands. And then take the left leg long. Toes are still down. We're going to rock back and forth a couple times, just waking up the back of the leg. Coming back to center, so your shoulders are over your wrists. Press down through the top of the right leg, lift the left leg up. You can scoot your left hand a little bit closer to your right hand for balance and then reach the right arm forward. Hold. Gaze is down, back of the neck is long. Inhale here. Exhale, knee to elbow, round into the back. Inhale, reach, balance, pause. Full round of breath here. And then inhale. Exhale, knee to elbow, round. Inhale, reach long. Exhale. One more breath. And then inhale. Exhale, round. Ooh, inhale, reach long. Flip the right toes under. It's going to be a tough one here. I haven't tried this. We're going to see if I can do it too. Keep the right arm reaching, left leg reaching, We're gonna lift, no we're not, maybe we're not. Take the right hand down. Lift the right knee, hover, then take the right arm forward. See how you can balance here? It's tough for 3, 2, and 1. Place them both down. Shake out the left hand. I thought it, and my body didn't want to do it. So if you could do that without putting your hand down, kudos to you. Coming back to tabletop. Take the right leg long now. We're going to rock back and forth a couple times. Should probably practice things before I do them on camera. That's okay. Real life. Real life. Coming back to that center, maybe move the right hand a little bit closer. Lift the right foot. Engage through the back body here. Core tight. Reach the right arm forward. Left arm forward. Hold. I had a comment on one of my classes from a very long time ago. It was like, great class, but the teacher needs to get better at her lefts and rights. Shh. I'm human. It's hard. And then when you teach in person, you have to do the opposite. So who knows what is left and right, honestly. Inhale, reach. Exhale, round. Inhale, reach, long, hold. Exhale, round. Last time, hold. And round. Reach. All right, take the left hand down. Flip the left toes under. Come to hover the knee, then reach the left arm back out. Hold for 3, 2, and 1. Place it down. Downward facing dog. If you need to shake out the right arm, you can do so, of course. And then just meet us in downward dog when you're ready. Shake the head, yes and no. Pedal out the legs. Straightening one leg at a time. Create some space between the ears and the shoulders. Keep the fingers nice and engaged, spread wide. And then find your way to stillness. 3 breaths here. All right, inhale, lift the heels, bring the chin towards the chest, really round into the upper back. You might need to shimmy the feet a little bit farther away, I do. So round into the upper back, rolling forward into a plank. So your shoulders are now stacked above the wrists. Come into the plank, bend the knees, arch the back, press back into down dog. We're gonna do a couple more of those. Round, 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 core tight, really draw it up. Find your plank-ish, bend the knees, lift the hips, down dog. Last one. Beautiful. And then walk your feet all the way to the front of the mat. About hip distance apart. You can have them all the way together if that's more comfortable to you. Forward fold dangle. It's probably one of my favorite things to do. It's just a good dangle. Alright, bend the knees deeply, draw the chin into the chest, and ragdoll, roll your way up to Mountain Tadasana. Inhale, reaching the arms up to the sky, and then exhale, hands to prayer. Take a moment here, find your way to your Tadasana. Spread the spread the feet fingers, toes nice and wide. Pinkies come down all the way to the big toe. Ground down through all 4 corners of the feet. Lengthen the tailbone. So notice if you have a little bit of an arch here in the back, we want to draw the tailbone down, draw the front body up, lift through the heart, drop the shoulders, open the palms forward. strength in the lower body, lightness in the upper body. Inhale, reach the arms up. Exhale, chair pose. Palms are facing each other. Again, feet are hip distance apart, or you can have them closer if that's more comfortable for you. And then bring your elbows into parallel with your shoulders, cactus arms. And we're gonna squeeze the elbows towards the sky, back of the room, and release. Open, release, hold your chair. 1, 2, 3, sink a little deeper, 4, 5, 6, 7, open the heart, 8, 9, 10, inhale, reach up, exhale, forward fold. Inhale, half lift, flat back. Exhale, step it back to plank. Hold your plank, 3 breaths. Press the heels away from you, open the heart forward. Tailbone lengthens just like when we were standing. So you're going to draw your hip points a little bit closer to your rib cage. And breathe. All right. Inner elbows towards the front of the room. Rock forward over your wrists. Bend the elbows back towards your rib cage. And super slowly bring yourself all the way to the mat. Have not done that in a while. Take your fingers on the outside of the mat. So spidey fingers down, tent the hands, elbows to the sky. Press through the tops of the feet so your knees are lifting. You're so engaged. Inhale, lift into a wide-armed cobra. And release. Oscillating cobra a couple times. If you need to readjust the hands, inhale, lift. Exhale down. Try to make sure your shoulders don't creep up by the ears. Inhale. Exhale. 2 more. Beautiful. Hands under the shoulders, flip the toes under, lift the knees, engage, squeeze the shoulder blades together. Inhale, and then exhale, press yourself up to plank, and then down dog. Now, if your body said no, like mine did earlier when I was trying to lift the knee, that's totally fine. Make your way here in whatever way feels best for you. All right, inhale the right leg up. Exhale, squeeze your right knee to nose. Hold, lift the hips, round the back. Inhale here. Exhale, step the foot between the hands. Drop the left knee down and come up into low lunge. Now find a low lunge that you can hold for a few breaths. I do want you to engage a little bit in the lower body. So try not to just sink and let your body dump here. You can do that for a second if it feels good. My legs are pretty sore from my workout yesterday, so it actually feels kind of nice. However, we're not sagging. We're not saggy people. So engage a little bit in the lower body. Press through the top of the left foot. Lift the heart. Hands can be above the head. You can also keep hands on your hips. Right knee is over the right ankle. Focus on that stability. If you see me looking in the mirror, it's because I'm looking outside. It's quite pretty and sunny and beautiful, and there's brick buildings everywhere. I'm not just staring off into space. All right. Take your hands behind your ears, elbows wide, staying in the low lunge. So we're really building that heat, right? Building that heat, tending the fire in the lower body. While we open and bring that air and lightness into the upper body, we need air to tend our flame, right? The flame will die without without air, without expansion possibilities, we don't want to exterminate the potential that we have here. So we want to make sure that we're building the nice strong flame, giving the good foundation for that flame to exist, and then using our air and our openness to gently build it. So open the heart, spread the elbows wide, and then as you exhale, round into the back. Elbows come toward one another. Keep the lower body strong. Inhale. Exhale. Moving with the breath. Ooh, balance is challenging. A couple more. Beautiful. Coming back to center, reach up. Exhale, straighten through the right leg, peel the right toes off of the floor, come into half splits. Doesn't matter how low you go. We're not doing limbo here. Is that a song? I feel like that's a song too. How low can you go? I don't know, whatever. Anyway, keep the hips square, flex the toes, keep the spine nice and long, half splits here. Breathe into the back of the leg. I'm shaking. Don't know why. Maybe my legs are just really much sorer than I thought. So just be present here, be aware of what's happening, and don't push anything. Today's class is not about pushing anything. It's about encouragement. It's about awareness. Gentle strength. Left hand stays down, right arm reaches up. Twist. IT band stretch. Keep the right foot flexed, stack the shoulders. Reach the right arm up and overhead. Reach lengthen through the right side body. Inhale here. And then exhale, fold, rebend into the right leg. The left hand stays down once again. We're just changing this twist. Now coming back into the twist. Notice the different stretches. Different places it's stretching. And then reach the right arm up and over, open the ribcage a little bit more. Exhale, plant the palm, step it back to plank. Your vinyasa, so chaturanga to upward facing dog. You can always take a cobra, second chaturanga to downward facing dog. You take this class at whatever pace, whatever intensity you are feeling today. I just ask that you bring your awareness, your consciousness, your intention to the practice. Inhale, left leg up. Exhale, rock forward, knee to nose, squeeze and hold. Inhale here. Exhale, step it through. Drop the right knee down. Come into your low lunge. You can again dump a little bit if you would like. Get a little bit of that stretch going on. I should probably drink some water. Sorry about that. And then find your comfortable low lunge that you can hold for a few breaths. Try to square the hips forward. Make sure right knee is stacked. Left knee is stacked. I'm really not great at that. Left knee is stacked over the left ankle. Engage through the right glute. You know, if you want a perfect teacher, you should maybe not follow me. If you want a real teacher, then I'm your girl. All right, we're going to do that open and close, but we're going to do the full arm one like we did in the beginning of practice in Sukhasana. So keeping the legs nice and strong and engage, really press through the top of the right leg. Inhale, open. Exhale, round. If this is too much, you can keep it with just the elbows. Inhale and round. Beautiful. Inhale, reach up. Exhale, straighten through the left leg, half splits. Notice this side might be different. It's normal. It's okay. Try to keep the hips square. Right hand stays down. Inhale, left arm up. Twist. Reach the left arm overhead, open through the rib cage. Big breath in. And exhale, bring the left hand back down. Rebend into the left leg. You're going to move the right arm a little forward so that you have more balance. Because it's natural, because your hand's not going to stay where it was a second ago. I'm going to take a twist again. So noticing the differences, where the stretch is hitting now. Maybe you can go a little bit deeper now and let the left arm kind of fall open. And then reach the left arm up and over. Big breath here. Exhale, bring it down, step it back, plank, vinyasa to down dog. 3 breaths here. Lift the tailbone high. Lengthen through the spine. Decompress the upper back. And take your left hand a little bit closer to the right hand. Right hand comes to the left leg somewhere, anywhere, doesn't matter. Look under your left shoulder. And back to center. Right hand replaces the left on the mat. Left hand to right leg somewhere. Look under the right shoulder. And back to center. Inhale, right leg lifts. Exhale, rock forward, knee to nose. Really lift the hips, round through the back. Squeeze, inhale. Exhale, step it through. Drop the left heel down, open the left toes to the side of the room. Windmill the arms up, warrior 2. You might need to readjust, it's fine. Make sure your right heel is bisecting your back arch, and I like my left toes just slightly turned in. Make sure the right knee is going in the same direction as the toes. Reach the arms forward and back. Gaze over the right fingers. Even here, lengthen the tailbone a little bit. Notice if you're just dumping in the lower back to try to get deeper and your hips popping out. Try to keep the hip even, in line with the knee, in line with the toes, okay? That might mean you turn your left hip forward a little to make this happen. That's okay. We're not trying to be perfectly square here. We're just trying to keep the joints in alignment as much as we can for strength and stability. Like I said earlier, we need the stability of our roots to build and tend our little flame. Or to grow our flowers, if you want to take it that way. That's heading into the spring equinox. That'll be for the next Wheel of the Year class. This one is our slow burn. Our slow burn to get us through the end of winter. All right, left hand comes down, left leg. Reach the right arm up and back. Open through the heart, right side body. Reverse warrior. Inhale, come back to warrior 2. Exhale, side angle. You can have right elbow to right knee. Left arm up, or you can have your right hand down on the ground. If you're at home and you have a block, that's an option too. Reach the left arm up and over, extended side angle. And keeping the right hand there on the ground, bring the left foot back into a side plank, hold. Stack the feet if you can, so now your left foot is on top of the right. This will be important in a second. Trust the process. Stack the shoulders, lengthen the spine. Lift the right leg, bend the, not right leg, left leg, whew. Bend the left knee, step it behind you, open into wild thing. Strength first, softness and openness after. Big breath here. And then exhale, coming into our plank. It's okay, we'll get it a little bit better next on the next side. Vinyasa to down dog. Inhale, left leg up. Exhale, knee to nose, squeeze. Inhale, and step it through. Warrior two. Readjust if you need to. Find your stability, someplace you can hold for a few breaths. Make sure your alignment is strong. Ignore the voices outside. As you know, I'm at a hotel. It's funny, I am filming this the 2nd of January, and I think you're going to see a lot of this hotel. It's one that I commonly get a long layover at, it seems. But it's like 75 degrees outside. I'm in Fort Worth. So it's not feeling very Imbolc-y outside, but I'm hoping that when you practice where you practice, it doesn't actually matter, but in terms of what the outside world looks like, it's the energy that we're bringing to the season, right? I know many of you are in places where it is in fact snowing and cold. I'm just lucky enough. I was in a place last week, it was 22 degrees. It was craziness. So that would feel much more in line than where I'm at right now, but that is okay. You're getting the energy. You're getting the energy that I'm bringing, I think. All right, reverse warrior. Inhale here. Exhale, side angle. My leg is burning. It's exactly what we're going for. Reach the right arm up and overhead. Nice extended side angle. And then keep the left hand down or place it down. Come into side plank. Stack the feet if you can. Otherwise it's fine. Just make sure that the left is not somehow on top of the right. Lift the right leg. Bend the knee, step the right foot down, lift the hips, wild thing. Big breath in. And make your way to plank, hold. Nice and strong spine, strong legs, core tight, heart open. Vinyasa. To down dog. Three deep breaths. Slow and steady. And walk your way to the top of the mat. Again, feet can be hip distance apart, all the way together, whatever feels best for you. Inhale, half lift. Exhale, fold. Bend the knees deeply, chin to chest. Inhale, ragdoll, roll up. Reaching up. And then exhale, chair. Cactus arms. And this time we're going to draw the elbows down towards the ribs and then back forward. So we're squeezing the shoulder blades together. Gaze is forward of the mat and up. 1. Hold your chair. 2. 3. Strengthen the back body while we open the front. 4. 5. Reaching forward. Swoop the right arm up and back twist. Keep your chair. You can open that right hip a little if it feels better for you. Coming back to center. Swoop the left arm back. Back to center. Staying low. Keep the right knee bent. Step it back. High lunge. Find your stability. Hands can be in the air, hips, heart, balance. Your choice. Whatever you're feeling today, it's a little obviously harder to have your hands in the air. All right, bend into the right knee a little bit and come back up. Nice slow pulses, 10 times. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, I'm regretting the 10, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10. Chair. Oof. It's almost a break. It's almost a break. Step the right leg back this time. Find your high lunge. Nice and stable. And 10. 1, 2. Nice and slow. Try not to speed it up. 3, 4, 5. I was thinking about going to the treadmill after this. 6. That is not happening. 7, 8, 9, and 10. Chair. Okay. You didn't see that. I didn't just shake it out. I'm kidding. Shake it out if you need to. All right, sink a little deeper for 3, 2, 1. Forward fold. Oh. I was so distracted by the burn in my leg that I forgot something we were supposed to do in lunge. So we're going to make our way back there, but I promise it's not going to be as painful. Okay, half lift. And fold. Bend the knees, ragdoll roll. Up to standing, reaching up. And then exhale, hands to prayer. Whew. Almost there. Take your weight into the right leg. Bring the left knee into the chest. Little baby bend in the right leg. Step it back, high lunge. Take the hands behind you. Clasp, open the heart. Lift, smile, inhale. And then exhale, humble warrior. Oh, maybe it is gonna suck. Oh, no, it's a stretch. It's just my legs are so tired. You're gonna have to let me know if this is just because I'm sore or if this actually is hard. Sometimes you don't know, you know? Find your breath. You got this. You've got this. We've got this. Slow burn. It's a slow burn kind of romance, you guys. Guys and gals and theys. And all manner of folk who are watching this. All right, inhale. Oh man, come back up. Reaching up. Step to the top. Shake it out. You get to see this in real time. Okay, weight into the left leg. Bring the right knee up. Little bend in the left leg, little buoyancy. Step it back, high lunge. Take the hands behind you, opposite clasp this time. Inhale, open. Exhale, humble warrior. Oh, that was not nearly as traumatic as the other side. Remember, thinking about warming from the inside out. So I hope if you are in a cold environment, at this point, you are no longer cold. tending the flame of our potential. Body's potential, practice potential, energetic potential. Everything you do on the yoga mat, honestly, truly, I believe this because it's been true for me, bleeds off of the yoga mat. So the things that you teach yourself here, the practices that you embody, hold on, coming back up, pause on that, step back to the front, shake it out. The practices that you embody here, the things that you learn in your own practice, the challenges that you go through, the awareness that you have in your mind of your mental chatter, of your limitations, you learn here that is all in your mind, right? And you know, sometimes, yes, of course, we have physical limitations for things, but it's the practice of testing those limitations, finding out, is it actually an anatomical impossibility, like having short arms, can't lift myself into certain positions, right? Or is it just a mental block, right? Our minds give up long before our bodies do. And so we're practicing perseverance here on the mat. We're practicing trust, we're practicing growth, we're practicing building the flame of our lives here. This is the microcosm of the out there, the macrocosm. And what you practice here leads out. All right. Ready? Inhale, reach. Exhale, fold. Inhale, half lift. And exhale, step the left leg back. Scooch the right foot out to the side. Come into a lizard lunge. Now, for starters, we're going to keep the left knee up, kind of just rock back and forth, maybe big circles with the right, or with the pelvis, bringing some mobility into the hip joints, switching directions if you're circling. And then bring the left knee down, flip the toes the other way so that your top of your left foot is down, and then just find a place of stillness. Letting go of the challenge, letting go of the build, and allowing everything to start to integrate and become part of the body, become part of the energy. You can take this whatever way you want. What I'm going to do here is keep the left arm down, bring the right foot in a little closer, keep the right foot flexed, and take your right hand to your right thigh and just gently open the leg. If you are taking this variation, bring it back in. And now bring the elbows down if that's available in your body. Coming back up, scooch the left knee in a little closer. Left hand stays down, but you can come up on the spidey fingers first. I find that to be a little bit easier for me. Bend the left leg, reach back with the right hand and grab the top of the left foot. And then now, once I'm here, I'm able to drop that left hand back down, but it's a little bit hard to get started into it. So take the movements that your body needs to get you to the places that you would like to go. Drop the hips, stretching through the front of the left quad. Open the heart here. And gently release that left leg. Bring the right hand down. Step the right knee back. tabletop adjacent. And then left leg comes forward. Flip the right toes under, lift the right knee, and come into that high lizard with movement. And then bring the right knee to the mat. Find your lizard. That gives you the best stretch, the best opening, the best grounding. This is a posture for nourishment. And love on it as such. Open the hip. If that is what you did on the other side, if that's what you would like to do on this side. Coming back in, bring the elbows down. Coming up, right hand down, scooch the right knee in a little closer. Bend the right knee, reach back and grab top of the right foot. Gently release. Come back into your tabletop adjacent and then make your way onto the belly. All right, reach the hands back. Palms are facing down. I'm still lifted here because my mic is down here, so obviously I don't want to just lay on top of my mic. But here, you're going to lift the upper body, reach the fingertips towards the heels, and then lift the feet. Hold for 3 breaths. And release back down. You can take your hands to rest your forehead on. We'll do it 2 more times. All right, reaching back. Palms reach towards the heels. Lift the heels high. Locust pose. Gaze just slightly forward. Shoulder blades squeeze together for 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Release down. Fully relax in between. Last one. Lift, hold, squeeze a little higher for 5, 4, 3, 2, and 1. Beautiful. Take 3 breaths here. All right, take your right hand out to the side. You can keep it straight. I like a little bend here. Not a 90 degree, but just a little bend so I can keep the elbow down. Shoulder turns down into the mat. And then use your left hand to roll your body up and over that right arm. Make any adjustments that you need to. Find a place that's comfortable to open the right shoulder. Coming back through center, switching sides. Left arm out, roll on top. Try to keep the left elbow Left shoulder pressed towards the ground. That'll intensify the stretch in the front of the left shoulder. Coming back through center, gently press yourself up, back into our tabletop. Coming into pigeon. So bring the right knee towards the right wrist. Swoop the right ankle towards the left. It doesn't have to be totally parallel. Scooch the left leg back. If you need extra support, place a pillow or a blanket underneath that right hip. We're trying to keep the hips square and down. We want to have some pressure, some floor or pillow or anything underneath your right hip here. All right, square the hips forward, find a lot of length in the spine, inhale. And then exhale, keeping that length forward, fold. If that feels good for you, you can also stay upright, place your forehead on a block, pillows, your fists. Depends on how tight your hips are today. Inhale, gently coming back up. Bend the left, bring your weight onto the left leg, coming into tabletop. A couple big knee circles of the right leg, right knee. And place it down, other side. So left knee comes forward. Swoop the left ankle over to the right. Shimmy the right leg a little farther back. Inhale nice and tall in the spine. And then if you would like to come into that forward fold, do so. Noticing that each side may be different, and that's totally normal. Letting the heat that we built in this practice settle into the body, into the energy, rather than dissipating. Keeping it here in our internal flame. Working your way back up. Could stay there all day. Tabletop knee circles. Place it down, cross the ankles, come to a seat. Take the legs long, hip distance apart. You can move the fleshy part of the thighs away. Inhale, reach. Exhale, fold. You can bend the knees here if you'd like. A little bit if that feels better for you. Drop the head. And ragdoll roll your way up. Keep the heels where they are. Take your hands behind you on the mat to the right first. Lift the left hip. Bring the forehead down towards the mat. Martial arts twist. It's got like 4 crackles. Wonderful. And coming back up. Other side. Hands on the mat, right hip lifts, heels stay down. Full body twist. Coming back, bend the knees, roll on to your back. And then bring the right knee in and across, supine twist. Switching sides. Right leg long, left knee in and across. Back to center. Bring the knees into the chest. Bring the forehead to the knees. Squeeze every muscle in your body. Squeeze, 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 squeeze like a little seed. Big breath in. And as you exhale, release everything into Shavasana. The muscles relax. The feet fall to the left and the right. Your body melt into the mat. Give yourself the luxury of this nourishing stillness. If you have more time to stay here, I encourage you to do so. But if it's time to get up, gently begin to bring some movement into your fingers and toes, wrists and ankles. reach the arms overhead. Point the toes, full body stretch. And then bring the knees in to the chest. Grab the backs of the thighs and rock and roll a few times along the spine to make your way up to a seat. Thank you so much for joining me with your practice today. And let this Imbolc practice remind you that change does not have to be loud to be meaningful. I'm so grateful for your presence here. If you have not already, please make sure to subscribe to my channel. If you like this class, give it a thumbs up and leave me a comment if ever you desire, because I love reading them and I will always respond to them. Thank you so much for joining me today and every day. From my heart to yours. Namaste.